The B-side in boxing.
B-side shit.
B-side.
B-side and the B-side.
You got a B-side.
The B-side.
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 That B-side thing.
This is the B-Sides Boxing Podcast.
Okay, got to move on here. Shakur Stevenson. We already said he's unretired. He's untired? I don't know.
I had already forgot that he retired.
Yeah.
I haven't been following that, so whatever happens to that one.
He's back. He's coming back on the 6th of June. No opposition set yet. The top three in WBC, the title that he has at lightweight is, I call him Billy Z or Billy the Kid, William Zepeda. Doesn't even speak English. Murataya and Keyshawn Davis. Those are his.
I really couldn't figure out who Billy Z was.
Yeah. Billy the Kid. Billy the Shrimp.
That's great.
Shrimp?
That's his nickname, the Shrimp.
That's a terrible fucking nickname. Who allowed that?
So
Dude, if someone called me Shrimp in the gym, I'd be pissed.
I can tell you how this happened. So he's fair complected, and when he gets like working out really hard or fighting, he gets really red. And when you boil shrimp, they turn red. And when you're in that sort of a macho area, like a boxing gym, in a macho culture like Mexican culture, they take your insecurity and make it your nickname. Happens all the time.
I would not call William Zepeda Shrimp to his face.
Well, if you called him Camaron, he wouldn't have a problem with it.
It sounds cooler in Spanish, though.
Yeah, it does.
What if I called him pendejo?
Yeah, he wouldn't like that.
Yeah, that's pretty much the only Spanish word I know.
So, Zepeda turned in that really awesome performance. When was that? Time is a flat circle.
That was last weekend.
Maxie Hughes, he just beat the shit out of Maxie Hughes.
That was Saturday.
Yeah, for as long as that was allowed to continue. I believe you're right. Yeah, that was Saturday. And so after that, Zepeda, I believe he called out Shakur Stevenson. And the winner of Lomachenko-Kambosos as well. So that's kind of fun. And the winner of Valdez-Walsh. So these are his three options as far as like mandatories go. Murataya is in top rank ecosystem, so is Keyshawn. Keyshawn gets his ass kicked. Murataya should at least be somewhat entertaining. But there you go. That's Shakur Stevenson's outlooks.
Do you think William Zepeda could catch Shakur Stevenson? Because I feel like Shakur would just run away is not quite the right word, but run away.
Yeah,
in the ring.
He would be mobile a lot. I think that Zepeda stands a better chance than De Los Santos did, but I think it would play out similarly.
I think Keyshawn versus Shakur would be the most boring fight out of the three.
But it would be the end of Keyshawn Davis.
It would. Would
it be? Because, Shakur's really good, so you can kind of say, oh, well, of course you lost to Shakur. He's really good.
Yeah, but Davis has looked kind of shit in his last couple fights.
Christian Mbili signs with Top Rank, speaking of. So if you're not watching this kid, you should be. He's really exciting to watch. A lot of pressure, a lot of action, a lot of activity. Fucking gas tank is unreal. It's pretty crazy, like Zepeda as well. But there you go.
Yeah, Zepeda was madness on the weekend. I guess we'll talk about that later.
Yes, yeah. Another fighter from the Inoue Tapala's card on the 26th. He has passed away. His name was Kanamu Sakama. He died on the 17th. He had won his fight by KO in the 5th, 5 out of 8, and no word yet. It's not related to the fight, but just I don't know, felt worth something I should bring up.
Yeah, I hadn't heard about this one.
Yeah, no, it is questions are still out, like what actually happened, because he was looking for his next fight, not actively training or anything.
So, like, did they say medical? Like, it wasn't a car crash or something?
No, it was something like medical.
Crazy. That card is cursed.
Yeah, it seems so. All right, last thing before we get into recaps. Bam Rodriguez versus Juan Francisco Estrada. Gallo Estrada, you might know him as. Quote, is very close, end quote, for July 29th here in Phoenix.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. I like Estrada a lot. He was one of the main fighters that got me into being like a hardcore sort of fan. So this is definitely like at the tail end of his career, and Bam's a fucking monster, so it's not good looking good for him. But on the plus side,
But Estrada has won fights he's supposed to lose before.
yes, he has. The only saving grace I hear is, and from what I see in some interviews or hear from other people relating to me, is that Estrada is a fucking douchebag. So, not too upset if he loses.
Is that on your birthday? No.
No. Close.
It's very close to my birthday. It's the day after.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that'd be a good birthday present. Watching Bam beat the crap out of someone.
That's it for news. Holy shit. All right, moving along. Really quickly, another no limit boxing event in Australia. Like I said, lvxmedia.net/boxing. If you want to see all the results, you could go to the past events there. But the one that was important here was Sam Goodman. He stops Mark Schleibs in 4 out of 10 at 122. So Sam Goodman, he's a solid guy coming up. If you don't know who he is, definitely get to know him. He's going to be in a title fight near you, either when Inoue leaves or somehow whenever the Inoue drops the belts for whatever reason. Because there's no fucking way Sam Goodman's going to step into the ring with Inoue. That's a bad idea. But
That would be suicide.
it would be. It would be that is highly inadvisable at this time. But there you go. So check out Sam Goodman. So if you, just for the sake of argument or discussion, pluck Inoue out of the division, Sam Goodman's like a solid guy on the come up. So, just pretend our Lord and Savior doesn't exist.
Blasphemy.
ProBox TV. There are 4 fights here. I only wanted to talk about 2 in particular. Not this one. Vershawn Lee, UD over Luis Vega. Kelvin Davis stops Dennis Castillo, excuse me. How did I do that? Nick Flaz stops Luke Santamaria, and Luke was the ProBox guy. That was their house fighter, and Flaz fucking made him look like an idiot. So it was good. Kelvin Davis.
It was a fun fight to watch.
It was, yeah. Santamaria was game for the beginning, and then the difference was clear. Did you guys catch the Kelvin Davis fight? Because I didn't go back and watch it. I was curious if he looked like shit again until he won.
I did not. I had it on in the background at work, but I didn't really watch it.
Same. I am not gonna really try to. I'm gonna fuck this name up. I'm gonna say it once. Radivoje Kalachik. I don't know. I'm saying Hot Rod because that's his nickname and it's easier. He stopped Sullivan Barrera in the 10th of their 10-round fight. legend has it that Sullivan Barrera's still looking for his soul. Because that fucking got knocked out of him. Did you guys... any more to the eulogy?
No, you can't top that. The soul stature is...
So something to think about. Sully was coming off of like 3 years plus of having been retired, and they brought him back for this. His previous, like, he had some bad knockouts in his most recent fights, and Hot Rod here was still struggling a bit, especially in the beginning, and I think that's a very indicative of what we can expect from Hot Rod. Not a whole lot. Not a lot of substance here. Anything more to add on this ProBox?
I honestly didn't watch it very much.
All right.
So.
All right. Cool. Moving along. Oh, that was on the 13th. So the Australia card with Sam Goodman and that ProBox card were both on the 13th. On the 15th, it was a 360 promotions. I did watch some of these. The McCrory Carlson was a good knockout. That was the main event. Callum Walsh versus Darren Yalusinov. That was another. It was kind of sloppy, but it was still, I guess, entertaining for the level that it's at. And all the rest of it, fucking go check yourself. All right.
Check yourself.
Yeah, go check it for yourself because I can't really help you. On the 16th, Saturday, in the UK, Queensberry Promotions, I'm going to do the top 4 because, wait, how many are there? There's 8. So the top 4, really quickly, Zach Parker, UD over Tyrone Jug. He's German guy. Joe Joyce stops Kash Ali in the 10th. Did you see this? This was fucking pathetic.
I didn't even know this card happened, to be honest. I cannot help talk about this one at all. How did I miss that Joe Joyce was fighting?
They did not advertise it. They tried their best to keep it, under wraps.
Was also unaware myself.
All right. Well, I recommend checking out Joe Joyce. See how he is. See how he's doing. How he's recovering from his losses. Liam Davies.
The way you're talking, it sounds like not well.
He's been better.
Okay.
But
that's too bad. I really like Joyce.
Yeah, he's an interesting personality.
Or the opposite of that, which
right.
is adorable.
So Joe Joyce, I think we found his ceiling. So this is worth checking out. But he has already been comically slow. He is only getting slower. It's fucking weird. And Ali still cannot get out of the way. It's really funny. Okay, Liam Davies for the IBO Super Bantamweight title. So look out, Inoue. There's another fucking dog on the block. Liam Davies stops Eric Robles. Finally, the Brits beat a Mexican. Finally. Stoppage in 2. It was a quick one, so there's not a whole lot to say. Nathan Heaney split draw with Brad Pauls. Heaney, these were middleweights, 12 rounds. It was like the British title or whatever, the fucking Pride belt. Heaney is like a hometown hero for whatever reason. Like, I think he's really personable, really approachable, and really likes to be with his fans or whatever, mixing it up.
Yeah.
So he seems to have a good personality in that way. But it was a pretty rough affair. Unfortunately, the ceiling for both of these dudes is not high, but it's middleweight, which is abysmal right now. So there is an avenue. But there you go. That's a Queensberry card. I know I sold that really well, but go watch it anyway.
There are a lot of British guys with the nickname Hitman. I don't know why.
I never noticed. I don't really pay attention to their nicknames.
I do. Like a lot.
Which is actually gonna be relevant in a moment, because we are on to the Golden Boy card in Vegas, same day, the 16th. So to start, we had Joel Iriarte knocking out Brian Alexis, Carguacundo, good one. 6 rounds for his debut. That's pretty solid. Tristan Calcruth stops Marquise Weston in 2. Those were cruisers. Eric Priest versus Jose Sanchez Charles. That name took a right turn out of nowhere, but there we go.
Yeah.
I don't remember being impressed with Eric Priest in this
I
outing.
remember thinking that the DAZN commentators were all over his dick.
They really were.
Loved Eric Priest, and I don't get it.
Right. Like, they were really fucking glucking the whole time. And, like, what are you guys talking about? He doesn't look very good right now. This is... You should...
He was fine.
Yeah, it was
I guess.
okay.
Like,
It's acceptable.
I don't know why they were so high on him. I think they're really trying to push the... I don't know how to put this without sounding racist. The less common minorities, because he's Korean. Eric Priest is Korean.
Oh, that's right. The atypical ethnic groups.
Yeah, like he's not white and he's not Mexican.
He's not
and
black.
He's boxing, so everybody should love this guy.
Brandon Lee was like that, Korean kid.
They do it with Brandon Lee too. Yeah. And I kind of think that's mostly what it is for Eric Priest.
Who's
and
that basketball
he
player?
models on the side.
He's a model? What?
Apparently, Eric Priest is, according to the DAZN commentators. I didn't think he was that good looking, but anyways, I thought he was pretty mid for how much they were talking him up.
It's also one of the few fighters that Golden Boy has with any sort of promise.
Fair enough.
So
yeah,
they kind of have to make him out to be something, even if he isn't. But Floyd Schofield, his nickname is Inspector Floyd.
Yes.
Inspector Floyd wins. Fucking Asturi Suero disqualifies himself in the 5th round for the WBA 135 title. I don't know why I have 10 rounds there. It's supposed to be 12. But Schofield picks up a belt. Oh, I think it wasn't a full title. That's probably why. Whatever. Anyway, Schofield definitely... I think the problem that I noticed was that he cut pretty easily, pretty early. And this is kind of a recurring theme with him. He gets cut in camp. He was coming in with like kind of a fresh, almost fully healed cut on his cheek that he got in training camp. So Jorge Linares 2.0 here. Like, Schofield's fun to watch. He's really athletic. Sean Porter 2.0 as well. He's really quick on his feet. Gets in really close. Lands like 1 or 2 punches and then smothers the ever-loving fuck out of everything. And Suero was just terrible. But with the fouls, like low blows, elbows, fucking kicking, kneeing, trying to throw Schofield around.
I missed this fight.
Yeah, it was pretty rough. It was worse than Nick Ball and Ray Vargas in terms of egregiousness and the level of fouls. Like, they're like Ball and Vargas were just throwing.
If they DQ'd him,
yeah,
it must have been bad.
Yeah, the final straw was a very blatant low blow.
Yeah, I was on the train for this fight and I missed it.
All right, main event. William the Shrimp Zepeda. He gets the no mas round 4 over Maxie Hughes.
To be fair, the corner did stop it.
Yeah, it was a corner stoppage, but it was still the
It was the right call.
absolutely.
Zepeda was just beating the fuck out of Maxie Hughes. Like, it looked awful.
It was kind of sad how bad it was. Like, from the first round, you're like, okay, give Maxie Hughes a chance here. Round 2 is like, oh, all right, you got to start doing something because you're not doing anything. And
Hughes was trying.
He was
For the
trying.
first 2 rounds, he was throwing the most punches I have ever seen him throw.
Yeah.
But you
Zepeda
can't...
did not care.
No, and Zepeda is just a fucking machine.
Yeah,
Like-
he trains at high altitude. Like, where he lives is high altitude, so he's always got that element in his camp. It's pretty sick. This is going to be a problem for people, I think.
For everybody. I love watching William Zepeda.
Yeah.
The Shrimp. I hate to be that guy, but I do gotta jump here just because of the time wise on this coastline.
Oh, all right.
Yep, let me do my part. So, hold on, I didn't get a chance to think about this. Team AJ, we're back, baby. Fuck, I don't know, sad. 8 hours of sleep, drink your water.
Go outside.
Yeah, go out. Yeah, touch some grass, please.
Figurative and literal.
Yeah, exactly. Don't eat it, just touch it. But yeah, very fun episode. I was just a little late on this side, so I do gotta bounce.
All right.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Alrighty, guys, I'll see you later.
Peace.
Mate.
Bye.
All right. You're on holiday today, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good for time.
All right. So, yes, William Zepeda is going to be a problem. Is it elevating this too much because, like, it's Maxie Hughes, who's kind of shaky?
I don't think it matters that Maxie Hughes wasn't the best competition. I think Zepeda looked good.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he's going to look like against a lot of fighters. If you can outbox him, I think would be the way to beat him, but nobody is going to outwork Zepeda. And he's pretty solid on the inside.
All right, so Box Rec top 10. Kambosos, Murataya, Keyshawn Davis, Zaur Abdullayev, don't know who that is. Number 6 is Zepeda. Number 5 is Shuichiro Yoshino. Frank Martin, number 4. Lomachenko, 3. Shakur Stevenson, 2. And Tank, 1.
Honestly, I would watch Zepeda against any of those guys.
Yeah, definitely. I think...
And I give him a solid chance against everyone.
The only one I'm not sure about is Tank. Because if Zepeda's going to be coming forward at him, that's going to be a problem with Tank's hands. Yoshino
I'd still
would be
give
fun.
him a chance. If Zepeda can get in and outwork him, like, I don't think of Tank as much of an infighter.
No, not really.
So if Zepeda can get past that big punch and put the hurt on him, I don't think anybody's been able to do that to Tank.
Not that I can think of.
Like, I just don't think we've seen Tank Davis against somebody who really got in and worked the body a little bit or anything.
No. Raleigh, for all his faults. He tried and was having some success in the early rounds. But
And I think Zepeda is much better than Raleigh.
for sure. Did Isak Cruz, have success with that? I'm trying to remember because I know Tank broke his hand pretty early.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Tank likes when people get in on him. Like,
No.
I think he gets uncomfortable. I'm not saying that Zepeda's a lock to win it. I'm just saying I give him a shot against any of them.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. I think he might beat Frank Martin.
Yeah.
Moving to the 27th of Wednesday, ProBox. The undercard, like everything else besides aside from the main event, I have really no idea. But it's ProBox. They're typically matched pretty well. If they're not matched well, it's matched for a brutal knockout. So
Fox is the GOAT, honestly, for giving us these specials.
yeah, for the sneaky like fight of the year candidates, knockout of the year candidates, that type of stuff. Yeah.
Just the midweek Wednesday night like box. Like shout out to them, honestly. They know what the crowd wants.
Yes. And
granted, the name we don't really know, but actually no, wait, we know Adorno.
yes, Adorno has been in the mix at 135 and 140. So he's coming back to 135.
Yeah. I saw him at an event where his brother, I think it was him or his brother, one of them fought that main event, but it was over like the town next to mine. I watched him.
Oh, cool. Yeah, he's from that area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've seen him around.
This is like last chance saloon for Adorno here. He's on a bit of a skid, and it's not looking good.
Yeah. He won his last fight against somebody I've never heard of. What weight are they fighting at?
135.
Okay. So Adorno's coming down in weight? That's probably not going to go well.
He was originally a 35, and he moved up for...
His last fight was at 143.
Yeah, he had moved up for something. Was it Boca Chica? I think.
Jonathan Perez?
Oh, not who I thought.
Should be a fun fight, though.
Yeah, either way, I am hopeful that there's a sense of urgency for Adorno here. Nicholas Walters, you remember him?
Walters, what? Yeah, dude, I think
The AxeMan, Jamaican dude. He's a.
Oh yes, yep.
So last year he fought twice.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, he had not fought since 2016. He ran into a young and new to the pro scene, Lomachenko, and he was thoroughly embarrassed. And after that, he retired not long after that, I think, and here he is.
Didn't he quit?
Yes, he did.
That's where I remember him from.
Yep. But he sparked Donaire in 6 after sparking Darchinian in 5, and that's where the belief that he was this big time puncher came from.
Mm-hmm.
That's definitely not the case. Walters, this is Sullivan Barrera all over again. Nicholas Walters is many years removed from his most recent fight and his better years. This is not going to go well for him, I expect. At least that's what it should be. If it's not, then Adorno might need to consider retiring because he's trying to make a comeback, and it's been a little bit lackluster so far.
This will be a decent win over if he gets that on Adorno. Be good for his resume.
It would,
like fantastic, but it would do well.
For where Walters is right now, that would be a really good win for him.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I don't really know who else is on. Be keeping up with RJ in the chat so I can get the best views of the ring girls.
Man did the best job.
Yeah, he's the best at it. Hey, thanks for listening. If you have any questions or comments, you can text or call the voicemail 833-LUX-PODS. If you want to hit us on the socials, you can go to LVX Media Net anywhere and everywhere. If you can't find it, we're not on it. If you want to check out more of the stuff that we get up to, go to lvxmedia.net on whatever browser, I guess. And there's a boxing calendar there, MMA calendar there, a shop with some, I think, good merch, but that's I guess up for debate. Otherwise, we will be back later in the week we'll be talking about mostly about Tim Tszyu versus Fundora, and not quite as much about Oscar Valdez, but there will be some discussion on that card. So see you then.